If you have an autoimmune disease of any kind, diet is key. The latter helps keep the former in check. It's kinda like women and being broke. You're welcome, ladies. Diet is something that's very close to my heart. Literally speaking, of course, not emotionally. 'Cause I'm dead inside. In November of 2018, my dark cloud that hangs around every MS sufferer had subsided so much because of the vitamin D I talked about in my last video that I was able to join the gym. That not only gave me exercise, but it spurred me on psychologically as well. So this is where the diet kicks in. I saw a documentary on the 31st of December that my parents were watching called Living Proof. I'm not gonna lie, initially I became angry at my parents and I told them to switch that off because I didn't want them to see the future that MS had in store for me. I didn't want them to see that deterioration condensed into 90 minutes. But my dad told me to shut up and sit down and watch that documentary for 5 minutes. Begrudgingly, I did, and I realized very quickly that Living Proof wasn't your typical sub-story. The documentary followed Matt Emery, who is an MS sufferer and has been symptom-free for 20 plus years. And he has controlled his symptoms and his MS primarily through diet. It was the fact that this Living Proof wasn't a sub-story but rather uplifting and positive that I decided to pay attention. So now it's time for the diet. I have a banana and half an apple right off the bat because, as we all know, health is wealth, and wealth allows you to move in this world freely, and that is a form of stealth, and stealth is something you don't see but something you feel. So it's something you felt. So health felt good. And I also have all this blended. I do this because you need to increase the anti-inflammatory stuff and nutrient-rich greens in your diet. Boost your greens, boost the veggies. But yeah, boost the green veggies. I hate vegetables. That's why I find it easier to consume them when they're blended. And when they're blended, you're left with this. Delicious. The second and fourth meals on my day are the same. A whole lot of chicken, rich in protein, and the best kind are skinless fillets. Now you know how I got these bad boys. Cause guns like this deserve to be on display. The third and fifth meals on my day are also the same. Brown basmati rice covered in lentils. Now, I haven't heard the rice be talked about in the MS circles, so I don't strictly know their value, but it doesn't contain inflammatory properties, so I think we're all good. Sometimes I don't have 5 meals a day depending on time constraints. Actually, that's a polite way of saying if I wake up late, I don't have 5 meals. But I always have the green smoothie twice a day, morning and evening. Why? Because it's delicious. So now I'm going to quickly go over the no-nos. The 3 main ones are no dairy, no gluten and no sugar. The dairy we covered in last week's video, and anything that exaggerates your symptoms is off the list. Now I know it sounds hard, but what would you rather have? An Oreo chocolatey milkshake or a better quality life? Delicious. Fish is not part of my diet, but all the links in the description. Highly recommend it for its anti-inflammatory properties and its rich omega-3. So much like the last video, I'm not some health guru. I'm just saying what's benefiting and benefited me in regards to my disease, and hopefully it's something that benefits you. So I started this diet on New Year's Day of this year, but it wasn't a New Year's resolution. New Year, new me. Cause we all know, you can't get better than perfection. Humble. It just coincided with New Year's Day because that was the day after I saw living proof and started my diet. Within 2 weeks, for the first time in 2.5 years, I could distinguish between my left and right leg without the use of my hand when I woke up in the mornings. Oh my god, I can feel my legs. I don't even need mine. Left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. Will you be quiet? I'm having a moment. Now that was an anecdotal example. Now let us see a clip of before and after the diet so we can see the difference for ourselves. And on this day, the 22nd of April 2018, I have a dream. Because I like to sleep. Now in this clip you can see quite clearly that my right leg, the left leg on screen, caves in on itself. It goes towards my midline. And it keeps doing that repeatedly because it is the weaker leg. Now let's see during the diet. March 17th, 2019. So here we can see that the right leg, there's still a portion of it that wants to cave in, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was, and I wish you could feel what I feel, because it truly feels like a new leg. But yeah, that's the main difference I noticed, and I'll see you guys next week. Subscribe, do it! What? No, I never said anything, mate. Please subscribe to take on my wife and kids, and they said if you don't subscribe, then give them back to me, please! Are you sure you're alright?